Hello everyone and welcome to another Sharpshooter Camping Spots episode. To succeed in this game mode, you need to not just get kills, but rack up kill streaks, and the best way to do this consistently is to control an area of the map, and that's what I hope to teach you guys about today. Today's map is part 2 of Carrier. Part 1 is on the link in the description and on the screen. Also check the description for a link to the Sharpshooter Camping Spots playlist in case you want to see other episodes. Alright, let's get into those spawns. There's one by the chopper, 2 by the boxes, so you don't really need to worry about these because they don't spawn there that often. But there's 2 by CDOM, and this is where a lot of your traffic is going to come from. Alright, let's go into the gameplay. The first thing I'm going to tell you about this spot is that it is less suited for Sharpshooter than part 1 is. And I'm not sure why, but I think it's to do with the fact that there's only 1 or 2 spawn points that you can really fully take advantage of. The actual advantage of this spot is the fact that it's so far away from everybody else. You can isolate every single engagement into a one-on-one fight while still maintaining an advantage, whereas part 1 it can be more hectic and that means you can get killed more. So this spot is a little bit more consistent, however it can suffer from a severe lack of traffic. If all the people always spawn at the other side of the map, you'll be screwed. And I have not come first in matches before just purely because I didn't get the traffic I needed. Regardless, it is a pretty good spot, and there's one thing that you need to watch out for is that you don't let people come on from the interior of the ship and up onto the ramp and you'll miss it. You'll see here in a second I do just miss 2 very easy kills coming up right here, I believe. Yep, there's one if I'd been a little bit sooner, and there's the other. Both chasing each other. You've really got to watch out for that. I would recommend when head glitching that box, you need to look over at that spot. And you see right here, I don't know if you saw what I did. I was sitting behind the boxes and then I ran over, touched the helicopter and came back. And that allowed the guy to spawn at CDOM. And this is a strategy that I have adopted later on in my game. Not particularly in this gameplay, but in other games I've done that. I sit behind the boxes, run to the helicopter, come back, somebody spawned there. And that allows people to come over, and then what happens when you kill them, they'll then come back for revenge. That's the idea. Doesn't always happen, but hey ho. And it's pretty funny when you just come back and somebody spawned. However, in this match, I believe it was taken a little while ago. I hadn't quite worked this out yet, but I haven't had a better gameplay with this spot since. So anyway, here again, taking full advantage of these boxes, and this guy almost catches me off guard. Another thing you need to watch out for is people coming from the middle of the map. You've really got to keep an eye on that UAV. Very rarely do people actually come from the middle of the map, but the biggest part of where people come from is the walkway over to your right. It's a very, very barren area with no spawns. Very few people will come down that walkway. So if you see on your UAV a red dot that seems slightly more to your right than it should be, then you know there's a guy coming down that walkway, and he's most likely going to come and kill you and shoot you in your back, because as you can see, you get a nice head glitch over these barrels to these boxes. And this is less of a spawn reliant spot, because you more sort of patrol the area rather than rely on a few spawns. So in that way it's kind of good, and that's way it works for free-for-all anyway, but for Sharpshooter it's not as great. So anyway, you can utilize a lot of these boxes and obstacles, and this is what they're here for. They're here to head glitch and just pop up out over and kill the people who are running after you. Now, I don't think I have a knife round or a RPG round to show you, but I would have to say this spot is actually reasonably good. As you can see, there's only thing standing in the people's way is the boxes. There's not a lot of things to bounce RPGs off of and kill you with splash damage other than the floor. And a lot of the time you have a little bit of height advantage on the people coming from CDOM, and if there's people coming from the walkway, you can obviously go up on the ramp. So I would actually have to rate it reasonably highly, you know, a 6 or a 7 out of 10. Knife rounds, not so much, but it's quite nice because you can easily isolate the 1v1s, so it's very hard for people to sort of gang up on you, and you can use the obstacles to your advantage. You can actually climb in that helicopter if you wanted to and just avoid knives altogether, but I don't think I actually have ever done that. Anyway, as you can see here, utilizing the obstacles just to the best of the advantage. Most people, they won't be expecting you to be here all game, but you can surprise them, and it's a really, really nice head glitch because the boxes are so high up that it's I have rarely been killed by somebody spawning at CDOM and killing me over the barrels. It's a very rare situation. So, you know, if you're feeling like playing a little bit slower, if you just want a little bit more consistent gameplay, then this spot might be the place for you. But however, if you're more rushy and want sort of a more higher kill game, then you might want to go to the part 1. Again, link in the description. Check out the playlist. And yeah, follow me on Twitter at @Sharpshooter if you want to. I hope you guys enjoyed. That was a 30-3 with a 25 kill streak. I will see you all later.